Hey guys, what's crack-a-lackin'? It's Serene here, back with another decent video. I'd like to think that it's decent, but it's probably not. Sorry. So anyway, moving on past this. Hey, shut up! That's my friend. Please ignore her. This is unprofessional behavior. Shut your mouth! Anyway, so today we're going to be talking about the Fae. I don't know about you, but I personally, especially last year, had this really weird obsession with the Fae and Fairies and like the Seelie versus Unseelie Court. So I'm like really excited to do this video. Like, you're going to get so much information today, your mind will explode. And I hope it does. So yeah, let's get shaken.
So the idea of like the Fae or fairies all came from like Scottish legends. Yeah, they had a lot of superstition about them. You wouldn't just go wandering by yourself in the forest, especially if you were a young kid, because you might get kidnapped by the Fae. You had to be really careful if you met like a Fae, like a fairy, because if you agreed to anything, they could like completely turn it against you, kind of like a genie, like would use your words against you if you made a promise, stuff like that, kidnap you, steal your soul kind of thing, but they could also be helpful, as the legends say. You just have to be careful. So the Seelie versus Unseelie courts, if you're a member, if you're like a fairy, you fall under one of two categories. You're either in the Seelie court or the Unseelie court. And they're kind of like two sides to a coin. One is considered the light court, and the other, the Seelie court actually, is considered the light court, and the Unseelie court is considered the dark court. But it's not good versus evil. It's not like a light versus dark kind of thing, even though it's called that. So the Seelie court, they'll offer help to humans. They like helping humans, but they still like to prank people. And if you're not careful, you might get pantsed or something. It's not usually like harmful pranks, but it's still, it's pranks. And also, if you mess with them, or like completely, if you just like do something that they don't agree with, they will get revenge on you. And it won't be fun for you, and it'll be bad. So they'll warn you beforehand if you do something that makes them angry, and they might give you a chance to like make it up to them, or give a chance to like beg for forgiveness kind of thing. But they still give very, very harsh revenge, like very harsh. So yeah, don't do anything against any member of the Fae. The Unseelie court or the dark court are especially malicious to humans. They like to mess with them. They like to kill them. They like to kidnap them, that kind of thing. And if you, oh Lord, if you try and do something against an Unseelie member, you're gonna regret it. It's gonna be bad, and you're gonna die. Like, straight up, you're gonna die. So, yeah, the lesson of the day, don't mess with fairies. You're gonna die. Like, I don't know why you would, but apparently some people did, and they paid the price for it in Scottish legends. They're not really as specific. It's more like just they're like beings kind of thing. But anyway, the reason why this is a Halloween special, let's get to some examples from both courts. So an example of like a Seelie, or someone in the Seelie court, would be like a brownie. And no, I am not talking about like the chocolate dessert. I wish I was, because it would be funny if I was, but that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is like a brownie is a type of fairy that like basically it lives in your house with you, and it cleans for you. And it does all of your chores and stuff. So in some ways, according, if you don't like chocolate, you may like this kind of brownie better. Yeah. There's certain, like, rituals on how to, like, summon one and, like, invite it into your house and make sure there's nothing in there that would harm it. But I'm not going to dive into those today. So, sorry if you really were looking into that. I'm sure you could find it somewhere. I'm sure you could. I'm sure somewhere there's some site that you could go on and it'd be like, oh, fairies are real. And I am a fairy. And you don't understand us. But this is how you summon us. And it's just, it's... I don't like people sometimes, but I bet it's out there. I'm not gonna look, but if someone does and they want to be like, actually people do say that, but they're really fairy, then like, go ahead, tell me down in the comments, roast me off. I don't care. I don't care. So yeah, that's generally one of the Seelie Court. It likes to help humans. It'll get revenge on you if you do something like mean to it, but we'll get more into that later. So an example of an Unseelie Court, and I feel like this is one that everyone has heard of, but one of those would be the Headless Horseman. I feel like I don't really have to explain that one as much because I feel like it's pretty, self-explanatory. And we all have, like, enough common sense to think about that. But, yeah. That was considered one of the Unseelie Courts. And if you think about it, it makes sense because it's not a human. And it is something that is malicious towards humans and tries to scare them and hunt them and kill them. And yeah, it's considered evil. But one of the grayer things that's on the Unseelie Court would be a boggart. Or a bogart. I don't remember how to say it. But anyway, if you have read or watched Harry Potter, you know exactly what I am talking about. But you don't know what I'm talking about at the same time. Now, you might be thinking about the little monster that lives in the closet that is your greatest fear. That is not, according to Scottish legends, what a boggart is. A boggart is an abused brownie. So basically, if say someone, Sally Sue down the street, has a brownie cleaning for her, and she decides that the brownie isn't doing good enough, so she decides to, like, hit it, or strangle it, or, throw a brick at it, something like that, the brownie will become extremely angry, like so angry, so filled with rage, to the point that it becomes a whole different species, and then Sally Sue lives the rest of her now shortened life in fear because this boggart is enacting revenge on her. So don't be Sally Sue if you have a brownie. Don't abuse it. But I say grayer because while it might be evil, you're the one who abused the boggart. You're the one who abused the brownie. Like, it's just kind of like, don't do that, and it won't be a problem kind of thing. But yeah, one thing that all members of the Fae have in common is that iron burns them. You might have seen that in movies or TV shows, but that was a big legend, and that's why, people had, like, iron swords, because it burned magical creatures. It was one of the only metals that could hurt them. I don't know why iron. I guess that's just because it was the common metal, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. So, yeah, that's all the information I was going to give you today. I know it's a bit shorter of a video, but, oh, boy, do I have something planned. I would keep your eyes and ears peeled. I don't know how you peel an ear, but you should learn how to do it. WikiHow that bad boy, and yeah. It's gonna be good. I don't want to give away any spoilers, but it's different than what my normal videos have been, and I am so excited. I am shaking. I'm literally shaking. I'm not shaking at the thought of doing this video. I am so excited. So, yeah. Hope you liked the video. If you didn't, then I'm sorry. What are you gonna do? You gonna cry? No, you've just already clicked off the video. Loser. You can't even finish, you coward. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. And, yeah. See ya.